amigos! As many of you know, Eat Your Spanish depends entirely on the support we receive from our Patreon supporters. And while we're still a ways away from the show being able to fully support itself and the time it takes to make, we thought we'd offer another fun incentive to join. Evan and I were talking, and we decided that if we were able to grow our Patreon familia to 250 supporters, then we could start hosting a live virtual performance every month for our supporters. So if you've been listening and you're having fun singing and playing games and listening to stories with us, please visit us at www.patreon.com/eatyourspanish and help us keep the show going. And if we hit our goal of 250 supporters, then we'll be able to see each other once a month for a fun virtual performance and Spanish hangout. We're even thinking about hosting some art classes for some of the other months. There are just so many possibilities for ways that we can have fun together. So if you have the time and an extra $2 per month to spare, please visit us at www.patreon.com/eatyourspanish and check out all of the additional learning materials and content available to our supporters. Thanks for your consideration and for being such great listeners. Hasta luego, amigos. Hey friends, thanks for listening to Eat Your Spanish. If you want to support our podcast, you can do so by subscribing to the show and leaving a positive review on your podcast app. You can also support us on our Patreon page at patreon.com/eatyourspanish, where you can get exciting bonus content such as songs, stickers, and more for as little as $2 a month. Thanks for listening. Now on with the show.
Hello friends.
Hola amigos.
How are you?
¿Cómo están?
I'm so happy.
Estoy feliz
To be with you.
a estar contigo.
Are you hungry?
¿Tienen hambre?
To sing and play.
A cantar y jugar.
'Cause on our menu,
Porque en el menú es
Spanish today. Everybody sing.
Eat your Spanish, eat your Spanish, eat your Spanish with us today.
Did you say spinach? No, I said Spanish. Okay.
Eat your Spanish with us today. Eat your Spanish!
With Mrs. Elephant.
And Mr. Mouse.
It's time for Spanish Word of the Week. For if it's learning Spanish that you seek, you'll be so impressed with all the words you can speak. It's time for Spanish Word of the Week.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mr. Mouse. Hola, amigos. Me llamo Mrs. Elephant.
Yo me llamo Mr. Mouse. Welcome to our very special Spanish Word of the Week segment here on Eat Your Spanish.
We're so happy to present you this very special Spanish Word of the Week from one of our amigos and Patreon subscribers. I'm just chomping at the bit here, Mr. Mouse. I can't wait to hear our special question. All right, Mr. Mouse, I'm nervous to say this, but will you please push the drum roll button?
Okay, here goes nothing.
Well, my goodness. We almost got it on the first try, but looks like that interrupting cow is roaming the neighborhood again. Guess I better push the button one more time. Well, here I go, amigos. Wish me luck.
All right, this week's listener is Grayson! Grayson, what is your question?
Evan and Vanessa, how do you say dump truck in Spanish?
Wow, Grayson, that is such an excellent question. I just passed a dump truck close to where I live. I think the construction crew there was building something new, and I saw a dump truck full of dirt right as it was dumping a load into a huge pile. It was just so neat to see. I wonder how many little worms got scooped up with all that dirt. I sure hope they like their new dirt pile.
Wow, yeah, I never imagined that, Mrs. Elephant. You're such a thoughtful elephant.
Shucks, well thank you, buddy. Have you ever been on a dump truck?
Yeah, I've been on a dump truck a couple of times. Once I was taking a little snooze under a banana peel, and then the next thing I knew, I'd been scooped into the back of a dump truck. That's actually how I ended up moving here. It was all just a really big accident, but I wouldn't trade it for the world because it's what led me to you.
Oh, Mr. Mouse, you little sweetheart, you better quit that. You just make every day so wonderful for me. Come here.
Hey.
Mwah.
Well, amigos, we should probably get around to telling you about how to say dump truck in Spanish. Mrs. Elephant, can we repeat it after you?
Well, that's a fantastic idea, Mr. Mouse. The word for dump truck in Spanish is camión de volteo. So repeat after me. Camión de volteo.
Camión de volteo.
Camión de volteo.
Camión de volteo.
Muy bien, amigos. That was beautiful Spanish. Y'all are just amazing.
Okay, amigos, it's challenge time. So now that you know the word for this week, your challenge is to use the word camión de volteo every chance you can for the whole week.
Yay! This part is so much fun. Maybe I can even teach the work crew on the construction site how to say camión de volteo.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea, Mrs. Elephant. Oh, and also, let's not forget, if you listeners out there take a video of you saying the word camión de volteo in a story, or even just by itself, we'll share it so that all of our other Eat Your Spanish amigos can see it and see your beautiful faces.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Thanks for remembering, Mr. Mouse. Seeing your faces is truly the greatest thing.
Yeah, I agree. You all really are the best amigos ever.
Well, that's about all the time we have for today, amigos. Time to sing our special goodbye song.
We hope you'll sing along with us. Adios, mi buen amigo.
Goodbye, my good friend.
Hasta luego.
See you later. See you later, my good friend. Adios, amigos. Goodbye, friends.
Hasta luego. See you later.
Thanks for listening to the Eat Your Spanish podcast. You can support our podcast by visiting patreon.com/eatyourspanish or by subscribing to it and leaving a review on Apple Podcasts. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, or on the web at eatyourspanishpodcast.com. Thanks for listening. Adios!